Welcome back. As said before, all roads lead to and all eyes on the forthcoming gubernatorial elections in Osun State. With allegations of some indigents of the state not having their permanent voters' cards, which is required for voting, there are fears and concerns about the authenticity of the electoral process. How prepared is INEC? Joining us on the show is to discuss the preparation of INEC and also to discuss more on the Osun governorship election is a political analyst and MDG advocate, Mr. Chuks Nwoko. Welcome to the show,
Good
sir.
morning.
It's always good to have you on the show.
Nice to see you back. Yeah.
You've heard us talking on this matter. Before we even get into the INEC issue, I mean, I don't want it to look as if we are pro Aregbesola. That's not the idea. We're not trying to project him in any way.
Absolutely.
We're only putting out the facts of the fact that, listen, this is what we've heard, this is what we've seen. Now, why should we vote for Omishore? What exactly is, why does, tell us the chances Omishore has in this election. Maybe let me put it that way.
As a Nigerian, his chances is very bright, and as a citizen of Osun State, his chances is very bright. And also as a member of PDP, who emerged through a transparent primaries, his chances is bright. That is what PDP has thrown, to the state to say, this is our candidate and all that. So it means that his chances are bright.
But do you know about his mandate, what he plans to do? I mean,
we don't need to have a mandate now to win an election in Nigeria.
So I mean a manifesto.
A manifesto.
Yes.
We don't have that, because even at the federal level, PDP has a constitution. They similarly have whatever. But every time you have a president, he abandons what the other president has done and on. So, but if you have whatever, there should be continuation. So in here, none of that really counts. Obasanjo, we had one neat document. Alhaji Umaru, seven-point agenda. Now we have a transformation agenda. So the same political party that have a constitution, an agenda, and we're just not asking them, and that's the way we are here.
People say Omishore has paid his dues and he deserves to be governor of his state. Do you agree?
I'm not from Osun State, but what I can say is that PDP has told the citizens of that state that this is our man. So on Saturday, you have two candidates, and I even believe they have more candidates.
It's the Labour Party now.
Yeah, so what is the issue about Omishore and Aregbesola?
These are the major contenders.
Yes, major contenders. So the truth of the matter is that on Saturday, the citizens of that state will go to the polling station, register, and come back and cast their vote. In 72 hours or less number of hours, somebody will win the election.
Anyway,
but the elections are not usually won, in Nigeria in that process. For that election, somebody who is going to win it would have won by now. So we're just going to go through the motions, and... How
do you mean? Please, I didn't break that down. I didn't get that.
I'll just give you a very quick example. I belong to a political party. The 2015 election, I can categorically say it has been rigged, because we have been legislated out of that process. So APC is even lucky that they're still in the race. Labour Party is still even lucky that in the race for 2015. First Democratic Party and plus other 29 political parties has been deleted from the list, even though the court says that Fresh can be put back.
Now, talking about INEC.
So that election has been rigged ab initio. But specifically, if you remember, and we're not just students of history in this country, when Alhaji Umaru Yar'Adua was president, because the election that brought him to power was flawed, the rule of law became a very strong agenda for him, and wanting to present himself as someone who believes in tenets of democracy. Ekiti became an issue because there was an election that was going to take place in some few local governments at that time, if you remember. Because Mrs. Bill Clinton came to this country and was so angry when he spoke to our leaders in Abuja. Now, what was the issue? Behind the president's back, some people mobilized military to Ekiti State for a local government, for election in about 5 or less local government in Ekiti State. You've forgotten?
No, go ahead.
Then he asked that those military people be sent back. Because in other climes, military people do not participate in whatever. And for him, he was not going to have it.
Let me quickly invite our callers. You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at UWTVC. We'd like to hear your thoughts on this. I want us to talk very quickly about the INEC preparation, because just like Uwa went to Osun just yesterday, and there's so much intimidation. There's it's all federal government cards all over the place. There's military, all that plus INEC. Can you as a political analyst, what are your thoughts on this? What exactly is it communicating to the people?
First, it's an indication that in other crimes, it's the citizens or voters that own the process. You are appealing to us and all that. Here, it's being reversed. What they are saying is that we own this country. We are here now. So you must go out there and vote for us. In America, you appeal to us. In fact, not just in America, in other West African countries, and the people decide. The citizens are questioning. You come to a town hall meeting, you come and debate and all that and all that. But what they have done is that they own the resources of this country and they own us. On that day, you will come and vote, even though we have rigged the election. We just want you to come and be part of the process and all that and all that.
Yes,
you talked about the role of INEC, removing certain parties like your party and
yes.
Do you agree now that they can go further and disenfranchise people with this permanent voters card?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's the same product. It's the same thing that I'm telling you now. Because if I was a part of a process that registered a political party. Not that I spent my money, but I mean I had a leader who was ready. And I know that in that INEC, in that Abuja office, there's some huge demonic presence represented by human. In fact, I met a woman, I was asking of her on Friday from the lawyer who is representing her, and he said the woman is no longer there. You won't, except you have not been to that office before, and you want to get things done, to register a political party, what we went through. But because of the determination of our leader, Reverend Chris Okotie, we went through that process. Having done that, we've been deregistered, we went to court, we got whatever. So there are many things that INEC can do to rig an election. And like I said to you, APC is even lucky. You know what they used to tell us is that there's no opposition in Nigeria. At least we have an opposition.
It's interesting to see a fresh party, because I actually voted for him in the last election. Interestingly. nobody believed it, but don't worry. Let me take Olabisi's call. Good morning, Olabisi.
Yeah,
are you there?
Good morning.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Oba.
Yes, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
This election, Osun State election is, in fact, I don't really know what to say. On Thursday, we were traveling through Osun to Ekiti from Lagos. And along the line, we found troops of military personnel. They had to ask us to stay by the side, and they were moving with guns and all that, and people were just opening their mouths and in the citizens of Osun. And everyone was like, what is going on? Is it war or election? What is happening in this country?
All right, I think that's a very, thank you so much.
There's a lot of tension in the, the environment.
Let me even ask you,
how are we sure now that even the people that will come out to vote, that these people have not been paid? Because it is only somebody that maybe they're giving me money to go and vote, that I know that my life will be secure, that will go and vote, because it's just too much.
Yes,
they will go and, like I said to you, they will be. We're in the studio today discussing this, and I'm sure you've done it before, and we'll continue to do it until the election. We're all going through the motions. The woman who called is also part of the process. We're all going through the motions. This elections in Nigeria, go and check the history. Elections in Nigeria is always rigged before the election. It's not this one. It's not the 2011. It's since 1960. Every time there's been an election in this country, those elections and the elections are usually rigged before they take place. I'm telling you that for 2015, the election has already been rigged. But the difference is that in 2011, when Musa Yar'Adua came in, he personally made it an issue. Everywhere he went, he talked about how that this is the last time. Don't forget, he considered a committee to review the election, and subsequently he said that he forgot what happened in Anambra State.
Let me pause you there for a sec. Let me take Yakub's call. Good morning, Yakub. Are you there?
I'm there. Good
Thanks
morning.
for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning to everybody in the studio.
Good morning.
You see, I totally agree with Nema. Don't forget that every state apart from Lagos State are different from Lagos State in this country. Why am I saying that? In Oyo State, Osun State, and the rest of the states, we know each other. Within our family, we know who belongs to who. Yes. So if you are APC member, you will know, because they will tell that man that is called his APC member, tell him that the card is not available. That is the truth, whether you like it or not. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you. See, Mario, when we are talking about this election, if the election was the free and fair, I go for this nomination answer. Who has already said it all? Somebody is coming for this election as a government aspirant. You cannot come out and telling us what you have in your pocket to give to us. Okay. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
God bless you all.
All right. Thank you so much, Jacob.
I have a question,
yes.
though. What do we, the citizens, I'm not going to go to Osun to go and vote, but what can the citizens do to make sure that their votes are counted? There's over-militarization already. There's voter apathy. I mean, if I don't have my permanent voters card, what am I going out for? But we have a few days to go, and if we want the system to represent us just a little, maybe not 100%, what do we need to do?
Nothing. What are you going to do? I was just telling before we came on air that even you that you're guilty, because if you're from Osun State and you wanted the process to be better,
you should go there.
You should go there, register, and a week to the election, or a few days to the election.
Travel.
You will travel and go on. But that's what they do all over the country. You know. But talking about election rigging and the role of INEC, I come from a certain state in Nigeria. In 2011, a governorship election was held. The man who is governor there lost the election on land. And he was asked on TV, so why did the people you live among, they voted against you? He said he doesn't know that the people are like that and all that. But they went to the waters and they got good results from that place. And even though they were in court for so many years, he's still governor. In the next few months, probably be vacating the place if he doesn't get a third term. So there's nothing that we can do, because the issues that we're still dealing with are mundane issues. We are not ready to do technology. We're not ready to do science.
That's what I'm
saying.
We're not ready
to do what other countries are doing. We're still at the level of INEC election rigging and all that. And you know what? When our former president died and he was came back from Saudi Arabia when he was ill, the military, I don't know how they were mobilized to the airport in such a way that they were able to take the man to the Aso Rock at night and all that and all that. Now, if you notice how our people react to power, somebody would have given an instruction and they just moved. So for me, it's a sign for danger that every time we have election, that the military must be called out.
Let me take Shagun's call. Good morning, Shagun.
Good morning.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've been put down from the onset. I think you have not, I'm a card-carrying member of APC, but I think you have not given Omishore enough analysis on this thing. You need to find out more about Omishore.
Okay.
I am a Christian. Look, what happened in Osun State? I had thought that the Muslim community by now would go into private things of Christians, that's a developmental processes. They will start up their own school, start up their own thing. You know, they return the schools to the churches. Then I feel then they should allow him. As the leader, he's a good man. Adedesola, he's a technocrat. No doubt about it. But it still lies with the people of Osun State. If they are happy with him for what he has done for them.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I agree with that.
I think I agree with you, but you see, as I said, we've tried severally to make you understand that we're not here trying to project our regression in any way. We're looking for information on Omishore. What exactly has it done as a deputy governor in doing this? What exactly as a senator? What exactly has it done? We went around. It's not even. I don't think you see her here for.
But even for
he's a Christian.
I'm not from
yes
this place. I lived here, but you know the little politics that I played. I know how the people of that local government where he lived, some place near Lasso, or that area, Alimosho, he has a very close, tight relationship with those people.
Yes.
He's a very influential person in that
area.
Wherever.
Yes.
You might not like he might not like his physical appearance or his religious posturing, but when you listen to him. You know the roads network that we have today in Lagos and all that and all. When he was commissioner for works and all that, the foundation of road construction was laid. He didn't do much in terms of physical construction and all that, but the engineering, arrangement and planning was done.
I think I will hold you to that because that's what we're trying to say. That not because we don't want to talk about Omishore, but there's really nothing else to talk about.
And I don't even want. My mama taught me that if you don't have something good to say about somebody, you need to. Yeah.
Then, so the only thing we are writing on is the fact that he's a Christian, he's a technocrat, and what else?
There's some posters actually that I heard about in Osun State now with people asking questions that. Omishore, tell us who killed Bola Ige.
Exactly.
There are posters like that in
that's another angle.
Lagbaja was invited for his campaign.
And he said
turned it down.
Guess
based on what?
Lagbaja is outside of the country and he's saying that there's a threat to his life right now.
Already.
So, I mean, we're purposely keeping quiet, not to even paint it
But what you people are not discussing here is that this election is supposed to be about the people.
Yes.
Then them deciding. But I told you that has been completely eroded. I want to be proved wrong. That's number one. They had an opportunity. Or you guys, all of us in the media had an opportunity to bring them to say, okay, tell us what you're going to do for the people. It can be debate, it can be a town hall meeting, it can be whatever. That hasn't happened. Now,
no, he didn't show up.
He didn't show up.
He didn't show up. Now, one of the things that I think that Aregbesola has, why people are talking about him, is his intellectual capacity and ability to articulate the same.
Which is very rare in our leadership.
Which is our very, now, but it's a habit of a political party in this country to always dodge debates.
Yes, so.
In conjunction with some media gurus who have expired by age but are constantly looking for something to do. So no, they're not looking for they're looking for money, stomach infrastructure. So they connive with these politicians to arrange some whatever. But I have also told them that these arrangements they are making, they did it in 2006 and 7, they did it in 2011. I've said to them, you will expire also. Because anybody who takes the right of people by rigging elections, by legislating political parties that Ganifa Emi struggled to make possible for people to participate in our political process. These hoodlums were not part of the people who brought democracy to us.
So I think on that note, we're going to round up very quickly. But I think generally what we've said here is that, yes, let's take some tweets.
Yeah, okay. Yemi says, military has become a tool of ridicule in the hands of PDP/INEC. Olokobi Abiodun says, our leaders treat people positions like it's their birthright. I just hope the person that would bring change wins, either PDP or APC. Toba says, Aregbesola is still the best candidate for Osun. Omishore has nothing to offer. When he was a senator, what was his impact? That's the question a lot of people are asking.
Yeah.
What did he do, you know, as so it's
he was deputy for how many years? 3 years. He was deputy governor, and then he was senator. He won that from prison, and then we never felt his impact.
We talk about the prison part.
There's something people mentioned that I need to do. I went to a state in South South to do a job because they saw me on TV on the MDJ and invited me to do a job on the MD. And the reason they bring people from outside to come and work in the state is because, like you rightly said, when you give them the job, because they are from the same people, they eat the money.
Yes.
But when outsiders come, they do the job.
They do the job.
And
all right. On that note, we have to round up. Well, I think we've done a good job in talking about both sides. But it's all week. It's a discussion we're going to do all this week because the elections are this weekend. So we're going to continue talking about Osun. If you didn't get to call, you can always call again tomorrow. We're going to keep talking about Osun. Send us tweets.
The conversation continues on Twitter.
Totally. And also on Radio Continental. The conversation always continues on Radio Continental. Don't forget to watch a repeat broadcast of The View at 11:30 p.m. tonight. You can also watch repeat episodes on YouTube by going to YouTube/TV Continental TV Entertainment and search for Your View. Let's stop terrorism, say no to insurgency, and yes, to a peaceful Nigeria where our children can actually inherit. God bless you and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.